Good evening, everybody. Welcome back again to another show on the channel. It is match preview for the game tomorrow night away to Wolves down at Molineux, 5:30 kickoff, as well, with the game being live on Sky as well. It's just me the night because Mason's just out seeing relatives, but we will be back for tonight's show at 8 o'clock. So yeah. But anyway, guys, you know the drill. If you do enjoy tonight's preview, remember to hit the thumbs up. It keeps us up those set results. So please do hit those, hit that like if you do enjoy tonight's preview. Remember, if you're brand new to the channel, if you're not yet subscribed and you really enjoy what goes on this channel, hit that subscribe button, completely free to do so. And it does definitely help me the channel grow as well. And of course, remember to hit that bell notification because, of course, that will let you know whenever there is a live show or a pre-recorded video taking place. So that bell notification button will keep you notified. Super chats are available if you want to give us something to the channel. And if you want to become a member for just 99p, just hit the join button and you can become a member of the channel. And hopefully, if you are as well, I'll put you into a prize draw as well. Hopefully, we might try and look to do one very soon as well. So, yeah. So, yeah. We'll just dive into a comment that's coming from BI Evening. Pedro, don't worry, I'm here on Clocky Watch. Says BI, well, Clocky's not here so far, but there's still time for him to come on and make an appearance in the live chat. So there you go. Or you might see him on tonight's show in the live chat as well. So there you go. But yeah, Wolves away tomorrow at 5:30 down at Molineux. I mean, Wolves started to turn a little bit of a corner under Gary O'Neill. I mean, they had a rotten start to the season. They really did. So there you go. And they're now sitting in 12th in the table. So Gary O'Neill has turned them around, as I mentioned. So he has managed to get them to start playing as of late as well. So, yeah. But for us, I can't see why we can't go down there and look to get 3 points. So, I mean, we need to try and end this winless run we've been on down at Molineux as of late. I mean, the last time we won there was back in the championship in 2017 when Mitrovic scored at the time as well. And we haven't won a game since then. A lot of the times they've ended in 1-1 draws. Yeah, they have a lot of them, as I mentioned, have ended in a lot of 1-1 draws. So there you go. Of course, remember the last game last season, which was 1-1. Of course, ASM scored a cracking goal as well. The one before that, we did lose 2-1 under you-know-who, which was his last season, and he was gone. But there's been previous 1-1 draws before that as well. So, yeah. But hopefully, I can't see why we can't look to try and turn this winless run down there. I mean, we should be looking to do that as well. I remember the last game we went in that game. I remember we had no Wilson, we had no Bruno in that game, I'm sure as well. But they're okay for tomorrow. So that's a good sign as well. So just read these two comments there from BRY. So early PD offer on grannies before the show later. Absolutely not. It's two shows just in one for today because we had the match review and the player ratings for the Dortmund game yesterday, which is why there's two shows on today. So yeah, Wolves is always tough, but we will win clear. The Morrow says, yep, that's a great sign. Hopefully we will do as well. So yeah, as I mentioned, hopefully we need to try and start winning games down there now. I can't see why we can't. I mean, we look at Wolves' last games, particularly their form in the league since that they've been doing pretty well as of late. So, as I mentioned, they're now sitting in 12th place. Of course, the last game that was away to Bournemouth, which they won 2-1. Then the game before that was a 1-1 draw at home against Villa. So, they beat Manchester City at home as well. But Man City winning that game without Rodri, and Man City have lost all their games when Rodri was missing for them. So, yeah, as well. So, but yeah. So they have won 3 games. They have drawn 2, but they have lost 4. But they've picked up They have picked up, but they have picked 8 points in the last 5 games, though. So it just shows they are on a bit of a, but we should know that we should be having enough within ourselves, despite the injury problems that we've got as well. We should have enough to try and go down to Molineux a winner tomorrow as well. Of course, it looks like Sandro Tonali is still available at the moment. We thought the Borussia Dortmund game, I probably thought that was going to be his last game, but clearly it's not. They have announced a 10-month ban, but it's not like fully been announced completely because they haven't gone through all the breaches, things like that. So unless we do hear something later on tonight or possibly tomorrow before the game, but so far it's Tonali. It looks like he's still available at the moment, which I'm very, very surprised with. So, well, I've just looked at it. Apparently, it's called to Sky in Italy. The 10-month ban still needs to be rubber stamped by the Italian authorities. So they're still waiting on approval. So that's why he can still play at the moment, because the ban is still yet to be approved. So by the authorities. So that's why he's still available for tomorrow by the looks of it. So my missus has a Menon, a 10-month ban. It soon passes. Jesus, Webbeer. Oh, good God Almighty. But few injury blows by the looks of it, unfortunately. Alexander Isak, unfortunately, going to be missing, who suffered a reoccurrence of his groin injury, but they're hoping that it's not a serious one. But maybe they're looking at a few games for him to miss then, but we'll wait and see. Hopefully it's not too serious, and hopefully he'll be back sooner than later. They're looking at after the next international break. We'll wait and see, but I'm hoping it's sooner for Isak. Murphy, dislocated shoulder, as we all feared that it was going to be, and I think that's going to be a spell out for some time. Depends how serious it is. I'm hearing he's probably had to go and see a specialist about this as well. So that is a kind of a blow, because since coming in for that Palace game, he was really, really starting to show what he could do. And so that's gut-wrenching to see Murphy pick up a dislocated shoulder, because even though he was only on the pitch a few minutes against Dortmund, and he had to be taken off really sooner. So yeah, very massive blow that is, after showing a little bit that he was starting to get back into his really, really good old self. Elliot Anderson facing some time out by the looks of it as well, after suffering a stress fracture in his back. So they're looking at possibly a canny few weeks for that. But hopefully Botman's going to be back sooner rather than later. I'm not yet to say that is he definitely available for the weekend yet. It possibly just may still come a little bit too soon for him. But we'll wait and see. Hopefully, you never know. Could he be back for Man United? We'll wait and see, I suppose. So there you go. But losing Isak and Murphy is a blow for us. It really, really is. So yeah, but we'll wait and see. I'll just read through these more comments coming in. Whereas Mason, he's just visiting relatives, but he'll be back on tonight's show at 8 o'clock. I'll be well, Coffee. Gordon, he's round Granny's Pete swapping over with him at 6. He God. Jules, hope you're well. Good evening. Jules, John, hope you're well. Murphy, I know Coffee. Massive blow it is. I think that'll be some time out, unfortunately. Yeah. I choose time to get Lascelles back on the bench. Lascelles he's done all right, but when Botman's fit, he's back in there. So, but we don't know if Botman's available for tomorrow night. I think it still may be a little bit too soon for him. I could be wrong. Eddie doesn't give too much away at times. That's the thing. But we'll wait and see. But we know Isak and Murphy are definitely out for tomorrow. We need Botman back, even though Lascelles has done good. He isn't at Botman's level, in my opinion. Absolutely not. That's why we need our Rolls Royce back in there very as soon as possible, don't we? So, yeah. But it'd be great to see Willock back out at some point. I don't think he'll start the game just yet still. I think he'll still be possibly some time before he'll get a start for tomorrow. But could Tonali get the start if this ban hasn't been fully approved yet? We'll wait and see. Maybe it's not a bad idea. I think Joe Linton's looking a little bit rusty at the moment. He didn't look great against Dortmund, I really thought. Of course, we need Bruno in there. And Longstaff, I've got the feeling no doubt will come back to his best. Because he's really starting to show what he can do in the Premier League as well, as of late as well. So, yeah. His chip is on tonight. He probably will be if he's available. He has a messages to say if he's, but I've got the feeling he would be. But yeah, I would start Tonali interested. What do you know? What? See, I thought Tonali did very well when he came off the bench against Dortmund. I thought he really did. Is it maybe a chance to give him that last opportunity? If we guess tomorrow could be his last game by the looks of it. We all thought it was Dortmund, but unfortunately we've heard because the ban has not been fully approved as of yet. So, yeah, we need a third striker in January. If Wilson gets injured, we don't have a striker. Do you know what? Maybe we'll look. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to start looking into that now. By the looks of it, we know we cannot keep Callum Wilson fit, and I can't see he'll not be starting a lot of games a lot of the time now. That's the thing now, because we do have that fear that he is due another injury soon. TalkSport the Muppets, starring Simon Jones and Jim White as Burton, and he says coffee. Yeah, I know we're not a fan of TalkSport, are we? So, yeah, but let us know, guys. I know BS just said it. Would you start Tonali tomorrow if he's still available, because his ban's not been fully approved yet? And we're still waiting on more info on that. So, yeah, let us know down in the live chat. Could you see Botman coming back tomorrow? If so, let us know down in the live chat. And does he come straight back in if he is? So, but other than that, I probably could see the back four staying the same by the looks of it. So, yeah. Wolves, in terms of Wolves, I think they're starting to get some players back for them. They've got Mario Lemina back from suspension, and also Nelson Semedo from suspension as well. So Wolves are starting to get BSSE would start Longstaff, Tonali, Longstaff, and Bruno. Not a bad shout. And even Coffee says we should start Tonali and Kundi as the beast and Gabby the Swedish chef. Good evening, Rich. Hope you're well. Are you going to the women's game on Sunday, Pete? I'm not so sure if I'm going to be able to. I was thinking of it, but Go Northeast buses have announced another strike on, and that's what I have to rely on to get myself out and about. And there is a strike again happening tomorrow, if anyone hasn't heard, which could last up to 12 weeks. Would you believe it? 12 weeks. So I'm really unsure about the women's game, unfortunately, Rich, but I'm guessing you're going, are you? We need to do the job tomorrow and hope we do, says Truls. Absolutely. Yep. Hopefully we can, Truls, definitely. So going back to Wolves, as I mentioned, they're getting Mario Lemina back and Nelson Semedo from suspension. They're also getting Jean Rickner Bellegarde from return from a calf injury as well. They're still without a couple of players, so they're still without. I think they're out without Joe Hodge. Apparently, he'll be sidelined for a couple of months after undergoing shoulder surgery. And Hugo Bueno, he remains out with a thigh injury. I think that's the one they got from. I'm pretty sure that's the lad they got from Sport Lisbon, wasn't it? No, it's not. No, he's a Spanish left back. No, it's not. I could remember. Did he get that lad here from? No, I think he's actually just come through the academy. By the looks of it, he's come through the academy at Wolves. So there you are. Yes, we will be there. It's a nice one, Rich. Come on, Pete, support the lass that says beer. I know. You kind of, I don't know. They say the bus strike's happening. It's just that Wang is useless, but he always seems to score. He's not the greatest, but he did score in the last game when we beat Wolves 2-1 at St James's. And he has scored 2 of them against us when we played at Molineux under the last game. In the last game before our takeover happened when we lost 2-1. We are the best. Our best. Wolves will have to work their arse off to get something. They certainly will have to. As well. So yeah. I've just read those ones. Apologies about that. So yeah, but Wolves, in a way, they have got some pretty key players within their side as well. So, and one of them I'm going to pick out is Pedro Neto. Very good player, very good winger. Got pace on the lad, very quick as well. And yeah, I think he's a really, really good player for them, Pedro Neto. As I mentioned, the lad's got pace on him. I think one of their danger players. So, what shall I just get him up? So that, as I mentioned, so that's this lad here. That Pedro Neto, very good player. Got pace on the lad, and very good with his feet on the ball as well. So that's one of their key players I'm really going to pick out for them. Gordon will win us a pen tomorrow, says Beer. Well, that would be great if he could. Wolves left back 8. Newry is a future superstar. Yep. Not a really pretty good player for them as well. So, yeah. So, yeah. I would say the problem with Wolves maybe is maybe they don't score enough goals at times. But I would say they do have a bit of pace within their side. They do really have a bit of pace within their side. So, yeah. Of course, think about who they lost in the summer transfer window. They lost, of course, Ruben Neves. They lost Raul Jimenez. So they did lose quite a few players as well. So they tried to look for reinforcements. As I mentioned, they had a really, really shocking start to the season as well. So, but they've started to really pick up a little bit of form. And as I mentioned, they're now sitting in 12th within the league table. And Gary O'Neill has got them playing tomorrow. But Eddie, I will make sure the lads are aware of that as well. So hit the thumbs up for PDW's channel. Share so much shows. Yeah, please, if you do enjoy tonight's preview so far, do remember to hit those thumbs up because it does keep us up those search results. And of course, please, if you're brand new to the channel, please do subscribe. If or if you're not yet subscribed, you know really, really what goes on this channel as well. So yeah, a tough game for you tomorrow. Would you take a draw? Do you know what, Rich? I think we can win it. I mean, Wolves, they've shown some form, but I can't see why we can't have enough to go out and win this game as well. So I know we've come back off the Champions League, so which we win at our best. So, but I can't see why we can't look to go down there and win. I will buy Ned or Eddie out type of player. We're going to have to watch him tomorrow. Yeah, I was just pointing him out, Tangy, because the lad's got pace and he's very good with his feet and can cross a ball in the box as well. So that's why I've picked out him as one of Wolves' key players for tomorrow. So it won't be surprised if there'll be a lot of other teams that will want to be after him as well. So yeah. It's Gallant soon as I'm going as Paul. Oh, it's Halloween since his beer as Paul Gallant. Oh, Jesus, beer, man. Looks like a big miss. He will be. I know you've got Jesus out, I believe, for a few weeks, apparently. And I think you're without Party again for some time. So, but I think you'll definitely have enough to beat Sheffield United tomorrow. I mean, they're really, really awful at the moment since being promoted back into the Premier League. And I can see you winning, sticking a few past them as well. Rich as well, so you should have enough to definitely beat them. And apparently, Paul Heckerbottom could be facing the sack, from what I've been hearing as well, if this side do not look to turn anything around. So, yeah. After the Europa League game yesterday, pundits roll out this morning, say Liverpool were in the wrong competition. Boo hoo. Oh, well, it is what it was last season. Liverpool didn't qualify for Champions League. We did. That's all it says. You're right, says Lewis. Hope Palace win tonight. Oh, because, they're home to Spurs tonight. We've got a game on tonight. Who knows if Sandro can play or not? So far, if you're on about Tonali, Lewis, he's so far available because the ban is not been fully approved yet. So, yeah, if we don't beat Sheffield United, we should resign from the Premier League, says Rich. If you don't beat them, good God almighty. I think against Chelsea, you should have been looking to win that. And, yeah, if you don't play well enough to get the UEFA Champions League, then that season you ain't good enough. Simple as that. Spot on, Truls. He's just said it. Forget putting against Halloween. Nothing more scary than a cabbage heat, says Coffee. Exactly. Absolutely. There you go. Hey. So, yeah. But it'd be interesting to see what Eddie Howe goes with tomorrow. Who does he bring in? Who does he take out of the side as well? Considering we've also got Man United in the Carabao Cup on Wednesday night, 8:15. So we'll probably see some rotation in that game. You've got to say, possibly Manu will do the same, considering as well they are also in the Manchester Derby at the weekend as well. So they'll be using a lot of their key players for that one as well, in particular. So because that game's on the Sunday, but we've got the extra day, so hopefully it's enough for us to go down to Old Trafford and knock them out to the Carabao Cup. So yeah. With Liverpool being in the Europa League, there was a Liverpool fan who rang up. TalkSport said Newcastle should not be in the Champions League because they're not a big club elite. Boo hoo. Well, we got to the Champions League because it's how our season went last season. We did well enough to finish in that position, and there you go. Bruno's yellow card suspension won't carry in the Carabao Cup, right? No, it won't. But the fact is, we've got our next league game after Wolves is Arsenal, so Rich's team. So he's going to have to be extremely careful tomorrow, because if we were to lose him against Arsenal, then that is going to be almighty challenging if we are to lose him. If we were to lose him to suspension against Arsenal. So it doesn't carry in the Carabao Cup, but we would really need him for Arsenal. That's the thing. So but yeah, Bruno, he kept his discipline well in the Crystal Palace game, but he was booked in the Borussia Dortmund game. We're going to have to make sure he's careful tomorrow. We are really, really going to have to make sure that he's careful for tomorrow, so he doesn't get that fifth yellow card. So can I let Anthony Taylor as the referee tomorrow? Oh, God almighty. Not the greatest, does he? Not the greatest. So, yeah. But do you think, guys, can we turn this winless run that we've been on down at Molineux into wins? I can't see why we can't. This time we should have enough as well. And let us know who you think is going to come into the game tomorrow. We know Callum Wilson's going to start tomorrow. Definitely by the looks of it as well. We probably think Miggy will as well. And we know Gordon is definitely going to start tomorrow as well. So, yeah. Of course, as I mentioned with the other injuries, we've got Harvey Barnes out for a while as well. So, yeah. Anthony Taylor so bad, even YouTube live chat had to censor it. Bloody hell. But yeah, thinks we're going to win 2-1. Ooh, interesting. Of course, I will do mine at the end of the score prediction at the end of the game. So, but I'll just get it ready for when we do get to that point. Yeah, it's a 5:30 p.m. kickoff as well. Just to let you know, I won't be able to join tonight as me and your uncle have travelled up from London. That's no problem, Lewis. Just watch it and you can just pop up in the chats if you want to. I think we will drop points and get a draw, unfortunately. We'll see, Coffee. Hopefully that's not the case and we get the win. We should have enough to beat Wolves anyway. I know there'll be a lot of saying that Man City got beat. Well, they did. But look at Man City. They lost every game when Rodri was taken out the side. And yeah. And now they've started to win games again since he's come back in there. So Lewis says, I'll just take anything at the minute. Fair enough. I mean, hopefully losing some players is not going to really, really hit us hard. But we'll just wait and see. I suppose. But it'll be interesting to see what Eddie Howe's lineup will be for tomorrow. He's going to stick 4-3-3. We know he does because it works. And that's the formation he uses as well. So there you go. Need to be careful with Wilson. Yeah, we really, really have to be. Let's hope the ban doesn't come in 10 minutes before kickoff. What will happen then? Oh, there, Tonali's ban. Hopefully it won't. Well, if it does get announced then he can play because that means the ban has been approved by the authorities. So imagine if that did happen before. Jesus wept. That would be absolutely, like be banging a head off a brick wall with that if that was to happen. But so far, he can still play because they've not fully authorized his 10-month ban yet, which is what it looks like is going to happen. If Wilson injured, who was our third choice striker, exactly, it looks like you'd have to put Gordon through the middle there instead. I will play Tonali instead of Bruno tomorrow if you can play, just because we need Bruno for Arsenal. Rather Bruno miss Bournemouth away instead, says Tangy. Okay. But if it happened in the middle of the match, they can't do anything after the game. No. Yeah, that's right, because he'd still be playing the game then. So, yeah. But Tony says he would play Brusol. So I'm going to see if people was. I'm going to ask people what Tangy says. Would they drop Bruno? Because Tangy said he would. Yeah. So I'll just get into the predicted lineup. Is Jolin going through a rough patch of form? Probably because he's just come back from injury. Maybe could still be just lacking a little bit of match fitness in him. But Jolin's such a key player on our side. So there's in no doubt we'll see him back to his best. Yeah, just to help him hopefully for Arsenal because we don't want to miss Arsenal. Yeah, I can put people understand why the comment's wrong, but I think we do need Bruno in the midfield. That's the thing. So he's going to play tomorrow. Definitely by the looks of it. So there you go. Just got to remember when we lose all these players at once. Absolutely. You any drop Bruno. He's the metronome. Loads of passing lanes go through him. Yep. But hopefully he keeps his discipline. Fine. But he may, I think and he could play in the Manchester United game because we needed him in that second half against City. But we'll wait and see. But Man United are just a poor team. There'll be a deadline when they can when they can announce the ban before the match. If it's not confirmed tonight, he'll be able to play. Yeah, it's a good point there, Rich, as well. But let us know, Rich, why we feeling that Jesus is missing for some time and possibly Thomas Partey again as well. So yeah. Have there been issues with any UFC tickets? Has been getting a load of grief on Twitter. Well, I actually got tagged in this as well, and it was like I think the actually account's been gone actually, which is like wow. Yeah, apparently the account doesn't exist anymore, so it's gone. But apparently, what they were doing, they were tagging like people on Twitter, like myself. Lee, Newcastle Fans TV were getting tagged in this as well. Adam Pearson was another one. I think Steve Wraith was another one, saying that we get all our tickets for free. Apparently, well, we don't. So I like to know where that person's got that information from. And if he is, all I can say is, can you prove anything to say that we've got these tickets for free? Because I don't think you have. So let us know. Thomas Partey injured. He's just not allowed to go to Spain because he will be arrested, says Beer. Yeah, well, so, yeah. But anyway, guys, let's go and get into our predicted lineup for tomorrow night. That Eddie I was most likely going to go with formation-wise 4-3-3. And I believe this is what he may go with for tomorrow. So start off in goal. It's Nick Pope. Easy decision. He's our number one goalkeeper. He stays in there for a reason. So easy decision on that one. Just a comment says, but you wish you got tickets for free, says Michelle. It would be great, but it is what it is. Suppose only sometimes Adam did get company tickets for the first game, the Champions League at home. Well, I know he was getting hospitality and things like that, which you would have to pay for them as well. So, yeah. But anyway, so yeah, back to there. Nick Pope in goal. Back four. Starting up with Kieran Trippier. Easy decision for me. Just a leader on the pitch as well. That's what is. Anyone see that Dortmund game when him and Lascelles nearly came to loggerheads with each other? So, yeah, but Kieran Trippier, right back tomorrow again. That's an easy decision. So there you are. Centre backs. Again, just another comment that was by TNT. Oh, yeah, well, it was TNT. Must have invited him on there, so but it must have been good. That probably would have been great to get invited by TNT Sports. So, yeah. But anyways, centre-backs, first of all, Jamal Lascelles. I don't think Botman's going to be available just yet. So I think Jamal Lascelles will still come in to the side for me at this moment of time. And alongside him, Mr. Fabian Schär. Again, easy decision. Maybe not the greatest, the same with Lascelles. Maybe the other night when we went fantastic, but we need Fabian Schär in there for a reason as well. So, yeah. Oh, it's on the YouTube channel. Oh, well. Yes. Oh, that's right. It was, wasn't it? So, yeah. So, Fabian Schär definitely to come in. And a left-back spot, it'd be Dan Burn as well. Again, didn't have the greatest, but he's done very well there as of late as well. And it's kind of his spot to lose in a way as well. Although Target did very well when he came on against Borussia Dortmund, I thought. And yeah, he had a chance which was saved deflected on the bar. So, but I think Dan Bent's going to definitely keep that place there for tomorrow. Okay, then now the midfield three. So first of all, it's going to be Bruno. Yeah, I think you do need Bruno in the side. We know he's a card away from a one-match ban, but we do need him in there, don't we, for a reason. And I just believe he'll come into the side definitely for tomorrow. And that's why you need him in there as well, definitely. So there you are. Right then, if the suspension is still not being fully confirmed yet, I'm going to give him the chance now. Let's go with Tonali, get him in there if it is going to be his last game. And for he did very well against Dortmund. Maybe it's now for him to now see if he can starting to do this in the Premier League now. So Tonali, I'm going to bring him in for this one, actually. I am. And the last player in the midfield is going to be Sean Longstaff as well. Maybe not the greatest against Dortmund, but again, he's having a very good season so far, Sean Longstaff, and you're keeping him in there. And he's done very well this season as late as well. And of course, he did score against Palace as well. So obviously, that's going to give him that boost as well. So it really, really is so there. Okay, so we'll go on to the attacking three now. And on the left-hand side, it is going to be Anthony Gordon. Again, just been fantastic this season. He really, really has. And he's going to play. You no doubt he's going to play on Saturday. Just no doubt about that. He will be in that side for Saturday. And on the right-hand side, it is going to be... Nope, not that one. It's going to be Miggy. And, yeah... You see him back to his best in the Premier League. Didn't start in the last game, but I've probably got the feel he's going to be back in for tomorrow with Jacob Murphy out injured. So we still got Barnes out injured as well. So Miggy will start the game on tomorrow night. So yeah, and up front in the middle, it is going to be Callum Wilson as well. 5 goals in the Premier League this season for Callum Wilson. There's more time. There's still time for him to get more this season as well. And you know what happens if you give him the service as well. So there you are. And even Lewis agrees with the lineup as well. Thanks very much, Lewis. Let us know, is Eddie Howe going to go with that lineup that I've just gone with? So I'll just go through it again. So in goal, it's Nick Pope. The back four is Kieran Trippier, Jamal Lascelles, Fabian Schär, and Dan Burn. The midfield three is Bruno Guimaraes, Sandro Tonali and Sean Longstaff, and the attacking three is Anthony Gordon, Miguel Almiron, and Callum Wilson. Let me know, just let us know, is Eddie going to go with that lineup? Oh, there's Mason in the chat there. He's just me granddad's be back on tonight. Yep, Mason will be back on tonight show at 8 o'clock. Go balls to the walls, says Lewis. Yeah. There you go. But if Eddie Howe is not going to go with that lineup, let us know who you think you could bring in instead. So, yeah. And of course, get the score predictions in. And of course, I will get mine at the end of the show. So, yeah. It's not going to be a very easy game. We'll start to show a little bit of form, but we hopefully can continue our league, good league form as well. Still not lost in the league since Brighton away. And we're sitting in 6th in the table, 7 points off the top spot as well. Well, and only 4 points off top 4 as well. So still a long way to go still. We might have to bring a couple under 20 players. I think maybe Lewis Smiley might be recalled to the bench for tomorrow. You just never know. As well, that could be the case with him. He might get recalled to the bench here tomorrow by the looks of it, but we'll wait and see. I suppose. So, yeah. But we know it's not going to be a very easy game, but we definitely should have enough to win the game for tomorrow night. Did you say we're only 7 points off top of spot? Yep. Apparently so we are. And 4 points off top 4. Lewis Miley's out. Oh, Lewis Miley's out with glandular fever. I forgot about that. Yes, that's right. I forgot. I think he was out. So So Lewis Miley will not be playing tomorrow then, definitely not then. But we've also got a big game, as I mentioned, on Wednesday against Manchester United. But let's get this job done. Tomorrow we can focus on the Man United game as well. So let's get this game over and done with. And we've got to carry a few days rest until we face Man United down at Old Trafford. Let's knock them out and get our revenge above like what happened in the Carabao Cup final. So because Man United, I just don't think they're not a good side. They're just really not a good side for me. Only just scraped against Sheffield United. It was only a 1-0 against Copenhagen. Imagine if Copenhagen scored that penalty. But other than that, Man United are just a really, really poor side to watch. They just really, really are. And the fact is, I think City are far too much for them. I just think Manchester City will have far too much for them as well. I know what happened in the game, but I think Man City were robbed in that game completely. And I just think Man City are just going to have far too much. But yeah, let us know your score prediction, guys. As I mentioned, your predicted lineup for tomorrow. And who do you think Eddie Howe's going to bring in and take out the side? And what do we make that there'll be no Isak or Murphy or Anderson for tomorrow as well? So, but do you think? But should we still have enough to get 3 points down at Molineux? We really, really should do. And a lot of people said that we'll bring Tonali in as well because the band's not fully confirmed. Even Keith Downey's tweeted as well. There's a high chance he'll play. So there you go. Of course, there'll be a watch along tomorrow with myself and Mason. And that will start at 5 o'clock, so half an hour before the game starts. And of course, what we'll do is run through the lineups as well. And our thoughts into the game just before kickoff happens as well. So there will be a lot watch along for tomorrow. So do keep an eye out for that coming. News reports coming in, the ban has been ratified. Oh, does that mean that it's going to happen, Bia? Or is it definitely going to? Is that definitely made sure that it's confirmed? I really hope there's still a chance Tonali can play tomorrow. I really thought the Borussia Dortmund would have been his last game. Looks like he's out tomorrow's game from the Athletic. Okay. See, the Athletic can be quite reliable. The Athletic, it can be. The Athletic's not a bad, reliable source, I would say. Apparently, FIFA have ratified it. Oh, we'll wait and see. There'll be more news on it still. But then they've got to set a deadline for when the ban is probably going to start. But so far, it looks like Tonali is fine for tomorrow still by the looks of it. So, well, I'm just looking at this. This is according to someone called James Horncastle on Twitter. For who does CVR for the Athletic. Okay, then. And he said FIFA have granted the Italian Football Federation's request for Tonali's 10-month ban to be extended worldwide. It's effective immediately and rules him out tomorrow's game against Wolves. Okay, then. We'll wait and see when something official on Sky does get announced with that, then. It was nice to see up the A1, says Lewis. That's great, that one. Well, then, again, go back to Bia. It looks like we're just waiting for that official announcement. Wayne, good evening. Hope you're keeping well. So now it's looking maybe a little bit doubtful for Tonali if this ban has now been thingied. But that's according to the Athletic and someone called James Horncastle, who writes for the Athletic, says that the ban could be now immediately now. So, but we'll get something. I think we should get something official from Sky about this, but we'll wait and see. But if that does get announced pretty much soon, then he's definitely missing tomorrow. Then, by the looks of it, that'll be the case. So in that case, if Tonali does miss, I think Joe Linton's going to go in the side then. If this ban does now happen with immediate effect. But imagine if that does get announced just before the game tomorrow. Oh. But we'll wait and see. Of course, we'll have a chat with the lads later on the show tonight as well. So, yeah. It is gut-wrenching, we know that, but it is what it is, I suppose, if this ban does now get announced before the game tomorrow. So, as I mentioned, the Athletic are reporting it. And as I mentioned, the Athletic aren't a bad source, I would say, as well. So, yeah. But if it is going to happen, Joe Linton goes in instead. Then so, yeah. We'll wrap the show in the next 5 to 10 minutes. And so, again, let us know what your score prediction will be, your lineup, and who would you bring into the side? Who do you think Eddie Howe's most likely to bring into the side for tomorrow? Yeah, Jason, for fuck's sake, I bet this is about the Tonali incident. I'm guessing, Jake, is it? With what's just happened there? Again, it's just the Athletic are reporting it at the moment. There's no official confirmation on Sky just yet, but there is still time for that. That is the thing. So all I can say is that we don't hear anything yet. But there's still quite a lot of time. Less still. Just under 24 hours. So still some time before we can hear something. Someone's got to think about Harvey Bond, but he's out until beginning next year. Yeah, well. Good evening, Martin. Hope you're keeping well. So, right then, so I'm going to let you guys know now, since the Athletic have been reported. We'll tell you what. Let's do a quick you-know-what, and I'll close the poll for when I close the show. It's going to be a quick one. So let's do this quickly. Again, it's going to be a very short poll. But there it is in there, guys. Just quickly, just before we start to wrap up the show. So between, as I mentioned, between 5 to 10 minutes is where we'll start to end the show. But let's get those in right. The votes are starting to come in now. Pope Trips, Jamal, Sheb, Burn, Big Joe, Tonali, Bruno, Longstaff, Gordon, Murphy, Wilson. Murphy's out there, Wayne, unfortunately. Murphy's out with a dislocated shoulder. Jake says hopefully he can still play. We'll wait and see. 3 votes are coming in now on the poll. Again, it's a quick one. But what I'll do is I'll draw it after I've just got the score prediction and for tomorrow. So get those votes in, guys. The poll is up there. As I mentioned, it'll be a quick one. It's a blatant no. Beer gets all the Beer first, says Beer. Beer gets all the news first. You do come out. You're very quick when it comes to releasing news there, Beer. That's it. So yeah. But I mentioned it's just the Athletic that's reporting it now. Two one, Julian and Wilson. Twat, Miggy then. Yes, it'll be Miggy. The moral win. You just think still play with bust shoulder. If he has it up in, that's a major problem. I think he's going to see a specialist about it, Martin. That's what I've been hearing. So it's ruling him out for tomorrow easily. So that is ruling him out for tomorrow if he's got to go and see a specialist. It all depends how bad the dislocation is. Maybe it kind of be one of those where you can try and pop it back in the socket. Martin thinks he could be out for months. I remember it goes back to the 2005-06 season with Stephen Taylor when he suffered, I think it was 2 dislocated shoulders in one season. And then he came back against Liverpool. I forgot which game it was which he suffered it from the first time. But then he suffered it again against Liverpool away on Boxing Day when we lost 2-0. And then he missed the remainder of that season. So that's what it reminds me of a little bit. 5-0, come on the lads. I think we'll bounce back after that defeat, says Wayne. Hopefully we will do. We win at our best. Were we at times, were we? So yeah. It's mean the poll's still going, guys, but I mentioned I will end the poll just before I wrap up the show. So a couple of minutes, I'll do I'll get my score predictions in, then I'll close the poll, and then I'll draw the show to the end. So yeah. But are we fearing the worst? If the Athletic have just reported this, we'll wait and see. And again, as I mentioned, it is the Athletic, and they're not a bad source, in my opinion. Just hope we aren't laggy like we were against West Ham. Hopefully we'll not be, because we weren't at our best yesterday, Bia. So hopefully we've still got that energy within with us to beat Wolves on Saturday. So yeah. Right, so in a minute, I'm going to get the score predictions in, guys. So again, that poll's still open. And then, as I mentioned, I will end it at the after I've just gone through the score prediction. I've had 6 votes in it so far. Still time. Still time. Still a little bit of time to get your vote in quickly. But yeah. Still no further other news reportings on the Tonali incident just yet. But there is still time for that. But it's just the Athletic have reported OG's going for a 6-0 win. Wow. 6-0, I can see. Wow, okay. Right then, score prediction. I'm going to get in now, guys. This is what I am going with for tomorrow night against Wolves away down at Molineux. Here we go. And there it is. I'm going to say Wolves 0, Newcastle United 2. So we'll get 2 goals. We'll keep a clean sheet. At times, I don't think Wolves score an awful lot of goals, in my opinion, at times. So hopefully we should have enough. And hopefully we should have enough to beat them down there as well. So I'm going to say 2-0. Goal scorers, I'm going to go for Wilson. And I'm going to say Gordon's going to score as well. So 2-0 win is what I am going for tomorrow night. Tonali hat-trick, says Jake. That's if he's playing. That's if he's playing. So, yeah. Well, then, I am now going to draw the poll to a close now. And this is the results that we've got. So, we've had 6 votes. Right. 33% of the votes said yes, but 66% are now saying no. So, they're going with what the Athletic's been reporting. And they think that Tonali's ban is now going to happen before the Wolves game for tomorrow night. Jake, give your head a shake, 1-0 2. But do you know what? It's nice to see a lot of optimism now because of where we are as a club now. So there you are. I mean, you never know. It could just still happen. Did anyone think we were going to beat Sheffield United 8-0? Probably Crystal Palace 4-0. Aston Villa 5-1. I mean, yeah. So, yeah. But that's my score prediction. I'll just see it again for those who have missed. Wolves 0, Newcastle United 2 for tomorrow night. I'm more trusted than the BBC fan UFC and Gallant News, says Bia. Fair enough. And of course, you've got Sky Sports, obviously, as well. So there you are. Well, then, guys, we're going to now start to wrap up the show now. Again, I will be back, and with Mason as well, we'll be back. We'll be back in 8 o'clock for you know what crazy show for tonight. So do get yourselves on. Link will be in the live comments, and we'll have a laugh on tonight's show like we always do. So do get yourselves on for tonight. It'd be great to see you there. Or if you want to just pop in the live chat, and we'll have an absolute last laugh on tonight's show, because that's what this show's all about now. So there you are. But guys, if you have enjoyed again, remember to hit the thumbs up. It does keep us up those search results on the channel. So do hit those likes. Please, brand new to the channel, if you're not yet subscribed and you really, really enjoy what goes on this channel, hit that subscribe button. Completely free to do so, and it just helps make that channel grow as well. And of course, remember to hit that bell notification, because that will let you know whenever there is a live show or a pre-recorded video taking place as well. So that bell notification will keep you notified as well. Feel free to donate. You can still do so after the show's finished. And if you want to become a member for just 99p a month, just hit that join button as well. And if you do become a member, you'll put into a prize draw as well. Hopefully we might look to try and do one very, very soon as we can. So there you are. Well, guys, enjoy what you're doing, and I'll catch you within about an hour and a half's time. So to then, guys, catch you a little bit later. How are the lads?